when I kick it, yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a 1st down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now running right through him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
43-yard line.
Right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
The kickoff for Kansas City.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Frank Clark in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hardman to return. A great return there of 22 yards. it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Johnson on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd and 4. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run for the first time with Benny Snell. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 4.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
James Washington.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
From from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. As they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 29.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
4-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
41-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with Snell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going top shelf for... He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The ball carrier.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cop.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Looking deep here for Ebron. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I got one.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's go, D.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the screen. Pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Second and goal from the 1. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.
14.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden.